Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Hashtag The Whiteboard. I am your humble host, the founder and CEO, the Fantasy Typhoon, aka The Mentalist. Make sure you swing by the website, Fantasy Football One, the number one, ON1.com. We have a lot of content coming out, and those of you who would like to write and contribute and see your words appear and your thoughts appear to the masses, email me at thefantasytyphoon@hotmail.com, and we'll see if we can't get you on. Maybe you can run the YouTube account. Maybe you could run the Facebook account. Maybe you could run the Spotify. Maybe you could run the Google Plus. Maybe you can do DFS. I'll let you run that and hire who you wish. We need Dynasty. I need someone to overlook the Dynasty content. Come in, we'll set something up. You can hire who you want. You'll be in charge of the Dynasty content. I need somebody who is excellent at numbers. We need to do rankings, things of that nature. So I'm like the hoodie. I'm Bill Belichick. So I'm looking for folks who has a gift, and I'm willing to display your gift and bring it to the world and introduce you to the masses, so everybody can see your words, thoughts, or whatever you have on display at fantasyfootball1on1.com. Like Tim Watts, at Tim Watts, he is the start set. So every Sunday from about 11:45, 11:30ish to kickoff time, Tim Watts is at Fantasy Football at FF11ON1 at FF1ON1 on Twitter. He's there to take each and every question you have, whether it's Dynasty, redraft, keepers, during the week, whatever. So once the season starts, make sure you're following at FF1ON1, because that's where we can help you win your leagues at right there. Well, folks, been in the film room a lot. I had a lot of personal things that I had to get out of the way, a lot of classes that I needed passed so I can make more money in my personal life. So that's why I've been away. So starting to get back in the film room, get myself back acclimated, and sitting back, guys, looking at the 49ers. I've been watching them the past 2 weeks, and I know Bruce Ellington is the prime choice. And I agree. Okay, let's just see if it makes sense. Okay, tackle, guard, center, guard, tackle, right? Blaine Gabbert, that's your problem right there. This is your problem. And I'll go more in depth, so just bear with me. Let's see what you got here. Carlos Hyde. This is the only one. There's only two players I want off this team, and it's all due to him. It's all due to Blaine Gabbert. I don't trust Blaine Gabbert. He's not a starting quarterback in the NFL. I know he looked good on the latter parts of last year and through certain spurts of last season, but this is preseason. This is vanilla as it gets, and he's Alex Smith in a panic room. That's what I see. I see an Alex Smith in a panic room. That's Blaine Gabbert. He is not a starting quarterback in the NFL, and I don't see him lasting the whole season. Plus, to top it all off on top of this, folks, this is where he's really going to get into. It's really going to get himself in trouble is when they keep it up tempo. Defense not stopping nobody, and the offense is going 3 and out, or maybe getting in field goal range, and that's the best they can do with Gabbert. I don't see this as a Chip Kelly offense, and this is what we like to do in when we projecting NFL to fantasy. We like to look at the fantasy implications instead of looking at this right here. Does it make sense? Now, Chip Kelly. Let me finish putting this on the field. Let's see who's playing first. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got 5 more spots. Okay, we're putting Vance McDonald here. Then we're putting what's his name? Torrey Smith here. Well, let me run that by. He'll be in the Z position. Oops. Let's see. Torrey Smith, he'll be in the Z, so he'll be off the line of scrimmage. So let's put him here. And then let's put Quentin Patton here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's put Bruce Ellington on the field in the W, which is the slot. So Bruce Ellington's on the field. Now, okay, now let me get back to Chip Kelly in Philadelphia. Now, remember Chip Kelly in Philadelphia, this here was Sam Bradford, a better quarterback, a better talent, a better grade, a first-round pick in the NFL draft type talent. Well, I guess Blaine Gabbert was a first-round pick, so but it's evident that Sam Bradford can be amongst the 32 starters in the NFL. Blaine Gabbert is a backup. Now, when you look at Jordan Matthews, now, this is the difference between Chip Kelly last year with the Eagles and Chip Kelly now with the 49ers, and it's not sexy. Okay, you got Bruce Ellington here. Let's say you got a linebacker here. Bruce has the speed to beat him, but this all comes down to who does this guy here trust? Okay, let's say the play calls for a W slant, which means looks something like this. I'm sorry, coming the wrong way. Coming off the ball and then slant. Let's say that's the call. Linebackers moving with him. Gabbert is not throwing that football. Gabbert's not throwing that football. Gabbert's not throwing the football to Bruce Ellington unless he's open. So Bruce Ellington has to win every route for him to get the football. He's not throwing him a 50-50 ball. And the reason why is because you look at Jordan Matthews had size on the linebacker. Jordan Matthews had size and speed on the corner. If they if they went nickel and brought a corner and put him on Matthews, you still had a mismatch. So what I'm saying is, this guy Blaine Gabbert, this guy here, Blaine Gabbert, he needs a mismatch, and he needs somebody he can trust. I don't care what the play calls. It could be a go route for Torrey Smith. If the linebacker is here, he's not throwing that. He is Alex Smith in a panic room. He has still has the happy feet. Once the linemen get in within an inch of Gabbert, he panics and he's throwing a ball. So it's all coming down to, it's not even coming down to what Chip Kelly calls. It's not even coming down, let's say Quentin Patton has the ball, he's doing a comeback, right? The guy's right here. He's not throwing that ball. He's only throwing to wide open people. So, which brings me to what I've seen in film study, to what from what week 1 and week 2 have shown me, and it's clear that this is his trusted target. This is his Mitch. This is his mismatch. Put a linebacker here, he'll beat him on third down. Put a safety here, he'll take him down the seam and still beat him. That's your mismatch. That's where the ball's going the majority of the time. I know Bruce Ellington is supposed to do it, and I see Bruce Ellington do it. I see Bruce Ellington really giving it a shot. So last year, Bruce Ellington had about 153, 200 and something or so yards. So what's a breakout to him? 600 yards, that's a breakout. That's already double, triple, quadruple what he's already displayed. So what is a breakout for Ellington? When we say Ellington is about to break out, what do we mean? What is a breakout? When you look at Vance McDonald, pretty much the same thing. What he had about 322 something yards. So what's a breakout for? When we say breakout, what do we mean breakout? So I'll make this a little bit more plain. Vance McDonald has a serious shot at being the number one receiver on this team. Okay, let's put it this way. I'll back it up to number 2 because I don't know what's going to happen here. It all depends on this. Does Blaine Gabbert play the whole season? I don't think so. I don't think he's going to make it the whole season. But from where he's going, from where Vance McDonald is being drafted, this guy is going to surprise. He is going to be a real cog piece in this offense because, one, Gabbert trusts him. That's a bond there. And like I said, when he comes up, he gets happy feet. He's got to throw the ball. So he's going to throw it out. He'll rather throw it out there to McDonald, a bigger player who can high point the ball, as opposed to a smaller player who might not be open. So that's the differences between Gabbert and Sam Bradford and Bruce Ellington and Jordan Matthews. Bruce Ellington is a smaller player, so that automatically. Now, if Bruce Ellington was over at the Eagles when they had the Eagles in the slot, yeah, absolutely. But it's a different. It's 2016. It's different talent level on the team, which means there's going to be now. If you look at what Jordan Matthews did last year, Jordan Matthews worked this area. He worked a little bit out here, and he worked a little bit over here. Same thing. He can still do the same thing from the tight end position. Same thing. He can run the same routes and do the same thing. It's just not Jordan Matthews. It's just Vance McDonald. So, just want to throw that out there, folks. It's a different talent level here at the 49ers. You got a different quarterback. You got check down Charlie, and he panics at the first sight of trouble. He's throwing the ball, and he's throwing it to who he's comfortable with. He doesn't care what the player's designed for. He's like Willie Beeman. He doesn't care what a player's designed for. He's changing it, and he's throwing it to who he trusts. And right now, and he's not. And Bruce, as right now, Bruce Ellington is not even on the field gaining that much needed rapport that he needs with Gabbert. He needs this time. I know it's an injury, and I know he's hurt, whatever. But Bruce really needs. This is detrimental to his growth. Is to get in sync with Gabbert. I'm talking about. Okay, practice reps, that's fine, but I'm talking about when it's live bullets, and boom, 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 boom. Who does he trust? It's just that simple. And this is who he trusts. And this is where he's throwing the ball, especially on third downs. So, we'll conclude this episode of the hashtag the whiteboard. And we're choosing Vance McDonald in the late rounds. This guy's going to be a huge steal in your fantasy football drafts. This guy, Vance McDonald, is going, if he can stay healthy and Gabbert stays on the field, he is going to be a huge piece to your fantasy football puzzle redraft in 2016. So, make sure you like the video or whatever. It'll be up on YouTube. It'll be up on Vimeo. And it will be up at Fantasy Football 1 on1.com in the film study section. So make sure you swing by and check it out. Once again, I am the Fantasy Typhoon. Google or Bing the Fantasy Typhoon, hit enter. That's my whole page. And if you would like to write, or if you would like to assist, you would like to come learn and help Fantasy Football 101 grow, shoot me an email, thefantasytyphoon@hotmail.com. And always, I gotta leave you with with my motto. It has to make sense in the NFL. It has to make sense before it can happen on your fantasy football team. Thank you.